Hello everybody, my name is Julio Mendez. Thank you for coming to this webinar. I'm from leadflowconvert.com and today we're talking about Smart Coach OS. It's a done-for-you system built for coaches, consultants, and course creators that want to have a flow of leads, that want to have an excellent CRM, that want to be able to have a platform where you can have your webinars, your videos literally in a store, and not just that, but you can also have a community where people can actually comment about your courses and whatnot, and then maybe you release another set of courses and people can either pay you a subscription or pay for access to your materials as well, right? You can have a client portal as well, people that come and join a community, and people that watch your videos and can leave comments and whatnot. So this is essentially what the Smart Coach OS does. Okay, so it helps you attract leads, it helps you build them to access your courses. It allows you to send a quick Google review as well, so you can actually have more and more, well, let's say better rankings on Google, so you can attract better and more clients. Who is this for? For business, life, career coaches, online consultants, again, course creators. Okay, so you can either be an agency or you can be a single person that does that. So what is included? Obviously, you get funnels, you get a website, you get the opportunity to have automations through your calendar. You can actually get drip campaigns as well. You can actually have long-term nurture campaigns. You can have I'm going to show you right now. In fact, let's just jump right in. But in essence, you can have integrations, and again, you get a wonderful CRM. On top of that, you get an incredible marketing tab where you can actually have the wonderful social platter. We're going to talk about this right now, but first let's jump into our leadflowconvert.com, which is a product of GoHighLevel. First thing, you come to your launchpad. Okay, super important that we connect everything that it's here, including your Google business profile, your Facebook. We can actually put a widget on your website. Now, first question you might ask, I already have a business, let me just rephrase it. I already have a website as a coach. Do I need to transfer my website to you? The answer is no. So if you already have a functional website, we can actually use the technology to add ways to move the people that keep coming to your site and bring them to our CRM. And that could be easily done through either the surveys, or that could be easily done through forms, right? Let's say we integrate a form onto your site, and when people fill that, they automatically come into your CRM. On top of that, some of the wonderful things that I will tell you is that when you connect your social media accounts, okay, everything just flows directly to the CRM. All right. Let's say you also have a business WhatsApp number, right, just dedicated to your business, because believe me, I've tried it where I connect my personal one, even though it's my business, but I get my mom and my sister writing me, and all these conversations flow to your WhatsApp on GoHighLevel. So you don't need that. So essentially, if you have a business only for your coaching business WhatsApp, anything that comes through that as well, they all flow directly to the CRM. Again, anything from a DM on Instagram to somebody writes you on Facebook, all of these people come in. Anybody that writes you on your website, obviously as in the forms, but also somebody that writes you on the widget, right, that we can install, comes directly to your CRM. All right, so here you have a dashboard, and this dashboard is obviously customizable, but the whole point that you can see is that you can, the purpose of this is that once you start working your business here, that you can actually see how much potential funnel or pipelines, right? Pipeline you can actually have down the road. All right. So how much business you can cultivate and nurture so that you actually convert those dollars and cents. All right. So conversations, again, you don't see anything here because this is a business coach demo account. If I show you other accounts, anything that you have connected, again, your social media, your CRM, maybe you already have a list of contacts, clients, you would upload them over here, and anything that is going between you and them, it's being showed here. Okay, so you will see multiple conversations going on here. Same thing when it comes to calendars, right? You can have different calendars for different things, but most importantly, you can connect, let's say, your business calendar and your personal calendar, and literally connect them with all of these calendars. Maybe you are a large firm that has multiple coaches, right? So you can have all of their calendars integrated, okay? Or maybe you have a calendar for a specific purpose. Maybe it's a strategic planning call. Maybe it's a financial planning call, a leadership development, okay? Or maybe you only have one calendar. Maybe because you are a large business, you have multiple coaches, and again, you can have multiple accounts here integrated. All right. The beauty about any of these calendars, for example, is that they get connected to your let's say personal account, your Gmail account, your Outlook account, and not just that, but you can make it as nice looking as, for example, the one that I have here. All right. And where you can literally, okay, for example, obviously work your availability, but what I was going to show you was you can always set a look busy profile. So in other words, you only show a percentage of time that you decide. Maybe you want to show that you are 70% busy and 30% available. So any of your potential clients can actually see that you have very little availability. You know, that scarcity principle, I guess, and maybe people want to book. You can also have your slot intervals, your meeting durations, how many meetings can you allow per day or per week, how much you want to show in your calendar. You want to show only a few days ahead of time, maybe 2 days ahead of time, maybe you want to show the whole month ahead of time, whatnot. You can also connect a meta pixel. Maybe you can also charge for your consulting time right through the calendar as well. All right, so this is really great. And again, you can actually link any calendar you have. You can customize it. You can connect. You can have integrations with, again, Google and Outlook and whatnot. Like I was telling you, if you're a large firm, maybe you have various people. Maybe you have a particular menu, or maybe you have a room as well, or maybe you have a particular equipment that people want to see what is about. Maybe you have a building, right? You have offices, and maybe you have conference rooms to meet with those clients. So you want to have a conference room, one room, and people want to see the availability through the calendars as well. Okay, so this is very interesting what you can actually do. And again, because you allow for two-way synchronization, right? Let's say for example, let me show you quickly my calendar from one account. Right, if somebody wants to book some time with me, it would actually, because it's two-way feeding, right? People would only be able to see my availability looking at my other calendars, right? So if all the other calendars are synchronized, they can only see whatever time available we have. I don't know why it's not loading, but maybe it will load now. I just refresh it. It seems like I just went back. Let's see quickly what happened. Okay, so as you can see, well, I'm back into, yeah, it should be, maybe it's just my connection because I'm supposed to be showing a different account, but it's not happening. So anyway, let's just go back to the business coach. So context, okay, so I just created a fake account. It's called test at test.com. All right, so this particular contact here, you can have their information. Now, beauty of this thing is every form that you create, that you integrate, let's say, to your website, okay, so maybe an intake client form, or I don't know, you call it a form about coaching. What type of coaching services do you want to select? Maybe you call it coaching 101 or advanced coaching, or okay, all of those forms that you create that integrate anywhere, okay, those fields that you created will automatically move to these areas over here. So if you have an intake form of a new client, all of their information would be here. Maybe just as simple as their address and whatnot, and website, and additional information, right? In this case, how often do you normally work out? It's part of a form. It's a question that was in the form, and therefore it's automatically loaded here. Okay, and I didn't, so let me go back to that particular contact. Okay, from here you can actually have a look of what's going on in terms of opportunities. Any text messages that you send out, any WhatsApp integration, you can actually pick how you want to communicate with that person. Even DMs and Facebook Messenger, if they're connected, you can actually see that here. Okay, you can also create tasks, notes, appointments. You can create, maybe you're with a client and you automatically, you're booking the next appointment. You quickly come here either on your phone app or simply come to the CRM while you're having, let's say, a Zoom with that person and book the follow-up appointment. Maybe you build them directly from here. Maybe you can create an invoice directly from here and send them so they can pay you. Okay, under opportunities, this is where you can see the pipelines here. So as you can see, we have a pipeline called the marketing pipeline. So where you have your new leads, your hot leads, your new bookings, business attended, sales, and left you a review. Okay, so for example, if you look at this one, this opportunity again is just a test, right? Maybe this client is actually worth $5,000. Okay, and you can actually maybe put him already in the hot lead because, I don't know, you met him at a conference and he was super pumped about it, and no questions asked about the money. They just want to meet with you, but you still haven't met with them, right? So you can actually see the value now is $5,000 and it's in the hot lead category. Maybe you have a Zoom with them, right? And they book your appointment. Maybe you want to say, you know what? I want this lead, I want this business, and then they come to see you and you keep moving them around. Or you can do this by automation. Or you can have, let's say, well, you can have a team with multiple accounts under you, right? With different access levels. Maybe you have a secretary that is managing calls and whatnot, and they're able to keep track of all these potential leads. From here, you can definitely see your dashboard, how the money is moving. As you can see, because this guy already is $5,000, right? Maybe you can actually, if we go back to this opportunity and move it now to, you know what? I won this opportunity, and I move it so the business is done. Okay, this guy paid me and he's already my client. So maybe I just create a new pipeline here. Maybe this will be the client pipeline. So people that have enrolled in your classes, this was just the marketing one, right? If we go back to our dashboard, as you can see, I should see that conversion because this guy already, let's say, paid us $5,000. So you should see that the conversion rate is now 5K. Okay, so again, we're able to help you with Google Ads, Meta Ads as well, so you can actually see that conversions rate and all that activity going on. All right. Speaking of payments, of course, you can actually either have invoices, templates. You can have documents or contracts where you can able to do like a DocuSign version of it, or you can actually upload a document and make it an invoice based on your format as well. So you can have subscription, payment links, products, right? You can create a product so that you can create an invoice. For example, a product might be something simple as, I don't know, coaching introduction or first coaching session, let's say. First coaching session, and then you can put the description and whatnot, and then maybe this coaching session is going to be $120, right? We're going to call it like that. And now you can literally go to your invoices, create a new invoice, right? Or you can actually have, did you see this? You can have recurring invoices. So maybe this is a client that is gonna, you sell them 10 sessions, and this 10 session, they're gonna pay you by session. So maybe you set up 10 recurring sessions, or maybe you bill them by month. Okay, so you can have a billing system that is integrated through Stripe, and every month they're gonna get the bill. Okay, so again, new invoice, because we just created, we add this person here, which is a test account. We come down here and we only have one product, which is our first coaching session. And again, you can just send it, and the system will ask you, how do you want to send it? By email and text, by email, or just by text. So you can decide how you want to do that. Okay, and if you connect your Stripe account, you can definitely then receive payments online. Speaking of AI agents, when you are, let's say, a content creator or whatnot, because we give you a business phone number through GoHighLevel, right? We can have two ways of helping you with AI agents. The first one is called a voice AI, which means that you can use that number as an inbound number, okay? And people can actually either, you can train the AI, right, to be able to take appointments, to do live transfer to you, or maybe just, get general information, update information of the client or whatnot. But you can train it so that it books appointments directly for you. The other one is conversation AI, and that one is super powerful because you can literally, let me just quickly switch accounts. You can literally have the agent AI be on autopilots for different accounts. For example, in this one I have an SMS autopilot for conversation AI, Instagram, but it's also connected to Facebook, a live chat, and my chat widget. So let's say you also have a WhatsApp business, okay? So that one can be also connected. So let's say you're in coaching calls and somebody's writing you on WhatsApp, or they're sending you a text or a DM. The agent AI is fully trained. Okay, it's got a knowledge base and it's got full training on the facts and this one, where is it? So it's got you can build a knowledge base for this particular client or for you rather, and essentially you train it so that it's actually able to engage in these conversations. So you can give the website information, so it's loaded. You can give it frequently asked questions as well, and you can upload a knowledge base for that. So when somebody writes you, the agent already knows so much about your business that can comfortably answer any questions that comes to that. When it comes to marketing, something wonderful is the social planner. As you can see here, we can actually plan a month ahead of time all of our social media, and with one area, with this, you can actually post into all of your accounts. Okay, so you can actually connect how many accounts you want. Let me just go back to the business coach one. When it comes to that, again, you can connect all of these social media, and from here you can actually post to all of them. Now keep in mind, if it's video, you can post on all of them except for the Google business profile. If it's an image, right, you cannot do on TikTok or YouTube because these ones are video ones. Okay, same thing, we can create email campaigns and templates and whatnot, and we also have a way that to be able to manage your ads from Meta and Google right here as well under the ad manager, and you can actually see how the ads are performing right here. When it comes to automation, first let's talk about the sites first so you can understand the automation. Essentially, let's say you are a brand new content creator. Okay, so two things that we build for you. We build a website and we also build a funnel. The funnel is going to be able to be used when you are, let's say, doing ads. So that's a landing page per se, right? So imagine this funnel is going to look like something like this again. And this is a demo account, so there's no details of this specific details on a client. So for example, this one has 3 steps: the offer, the booking, and a thank you page. All right, so if we just go and see this site again, we can customize it and whatnot, right? So this is just a landing page per se, the funnel, but we can also have websites, stores, webinars. So you are a content creator, you will be in a webinar with maybe a client portal as well. All right, so let's look at a website quickly. There's 5 pages built under this website, and again, we can literally customize it. And again, we only work with high level certified people so that they can make your site an amazing site. Okay, so this is just a sample. All right, so for webinars, you can actually create a webinar funnel, and again, here on their forms, this is where we can able to capture the information of your leads so that they actually remember this question that we had before: how often do you normally work out? Okay, so this is a form that was embedded in a website, let's say, and that information passes directly to the CRM. Okay, so going back to the automation now. All right, and we're about to wrap up here. Well, that's not true. We also have the app, so you can have a look. When it comes to automations, look at how many beautiful automations we can actually build for you. So the new lead, right? Somebody that came in and claimed the offer from an ad, right? The trigger was a Facebook lead form or a claim offer form embedded in your website, right? So we created an opportunity. We added a workflow. We sent an email with a conversation email and whatnot. Thank you for visiting our site, whatnot. We send them a text. You can actually add pictures in the text so that they know it's coming from you. And we can have a waiting period, whether we wait 2 minutes or 2 hours. If they reply, again, we can send them a booking text, or if they don't reply, we can actually drop them a voicemail. We can send them more questions or whatnot. So this is a workflow. Okay, same thing we have, for appointment no show, for reminders, for long-term nature, for a new sale, and whatnot. And if you do pay ads through us, we can definitely integrate the Google Ads workflows here so that they are able to capture how these are actually happening, and that if you're doing Google ads through us or Meta ads, we can definitely integrate that into the workflows as well, to be able to track how are they doing, because they fill out the form, right? Are they able to continue and book appointments and whatnot? We can track that. Okay, so that's really, really powerful. All right, same thing with reputation. Reputation is essentially for being able to connect your Meta or your Google business profile and track the reviews that you have. So let's say you're already a well-established coach, right? We can create a widget maybe on your site that only, let's say you say, I only want 4 or 5 star reviews, right? So we can insert a widget on your website showing only those requirements, 4 or 5 stars. Okay, maybe you get so many reviews. We have a way that we can actually reply to those reviews automatically using professional tone. There's a feature on GoHighLevel that allows you to reply to all of your reviews almost in real time, right? So that you're always replying and staying on top, even if it's not directly you, but they're replying in the most professional way as well. All right, so let's quickly jump into our lead connector app, so you can definitely see how it is when you are actually on your phone. So let me just switch accounts. Business coach. Okay, so right now obviously this is a demo account, right? So if you have any task, anything pending, you can actually see that here. Okay, you can actually use a social planner directly from your phone. So this is incredible, right? If you have your accounts connected, you can create a post directly from your phone into all of your social media accounts. So this is really, really powerful. Okay, on top of that, you can still see your opportunities, your invoices, your insights, your tasks, your reputation. You can still see pretty much everything. All right, so what I was going to do is maybe move down to here. Okay, so here again you have your most important things that you have to do when you have all of your conversations going. Let me just quickly give you a quick snapshot, and I'm gonna quickly switch accounts because I don't want to have to edit too much. But as you can see, all of these communications come back here, and business coach, right? And they all come to your conversations tab. Same thing with billing. So let's say that you're with a client, you already have them as clients established in there. You can definitely say, well, thank you so much, my friend, it's $120. Send them that, select the client, which we only have one client, and be able to send the invoice directly. Now, a wonderful thing is if you have Stripe integration, your iPhone or your Android can become a point of sale using the tap mechanism, right? So you can definitely engage your phone and or your watch and pay directly. Well, let's say if you're in front of that person, right? Otherwise, if you're on a Zoom and the client is far away, you can definitely send the invoice. And if you already have their credit card details, you can also bill them directly as well. Okay, we spoke about invoices before. Okay, and when it comes to, I was here, sorry. If you click the plus, you can send a direct message, an email, whatnot. Under the quick actions, okay, you can quickly send an email, add a contact, scan a business card, book an appointment, request a review. So just with a quick click, you can send a SMS review with an image. Okay, let me just quickly show you one from a client. This guy over here. We can actually do a quick review request, and it goes out as an SMS with the link in there. So you can just select the client and send it out. So it's just that easy. Okay, so very, very, very powerful, really great. And again, anything else, and then you can just create new opportunities or update your opportunities. So if we go back to let's say opportunities, you can see me, I was somewhere in here. Oh, actually, that's not true. I mean, we already made the sale, but you can easily transfer here any opportunity to right or left just by clicking, like this guy. Maybe I want to bring back to a new lead and bring it back, right? And save it. And maybe I gotta create a new opportunity name. But anyway, because I already won this particular person, I don't want to go back and make some changes, but I don't see him here because I won that person. Okay, so again, maybe create a second funnel saying, well, I'm only have my clients here, right? And I'm able to move them around and whatnot. All right. So again, that's everything for your Smart Coach OS. So again, a super robust, super powerful way of doing business. Again, we can create for you a place where you can sell your content, right? If you are a consultant, again, build them, recurring billing, whatnot, and capture all of those. And again, we have multiple ways of engaging clients as they come in, even people that, I don't know, like, just message you directly. There's so many ways that you can start workflows and automations behind it so that you don't miss out on potential business. My name is Julio Mendez from Lead Flow Convert. Thanks a million. We'll see you soon. And don't forget, come down here and schedule a free strategy call, and we will also obviously train you on the system and make sure that we leave everything running for you. If you are not very good with computers, again, you don't have to do much. We will set it up for you, and maybe you only touch your phone for the basic features. Maybe you only bill people, maybe you only scan cards, maybe you only check for your messages there, and that's it, right? But the whole idea is that we can either create an immense amount of things for you, or maybe just keep it simple, easy to operate, and drop up your sales, and and increase your reviews, rank higher, do better. Thank you so much. Bye, take care, all the best.